Alright, hello everybody, welcome to another video. In this video we'll talk about the comments that Courtois made on Bale. Were they bad? Were they good? What do I think of them? My reaction to them? And probably I just want to know your guys' reaction as well, because my reaction might be different to many others out there, but let's get started. Let's delve into this topic. Pretty much Courtois had some very, very strong comments for Gareth Bale. Very, I guess you could say negative. And let me just get started on what he said. So yeah, he's clearly snubbed Bale. I mean, I'll give you all the juicy stuff right now. He pretty much, I mean, he roasted him like nothing else, like a well-done steak. It was pretty bad. When I saw these comments, and I didn't think that he actually said them, but they were in quotes, and he actually did say that. Now, Thibaut Courtois hasn't really done much in a Real Madrid shirt, and I think he's the last person that should say anything. However, what he might be alluding to, or what he might be alluding to a good point, and he talked a lot of crap about Bale. I think he had an interview with the Belgian newspaper, and pretty much what he said when he was asked to describe Bale to this newspaper was, and I quote, "It is very hard to describe Bale in one word. I would say he has so much talent, but that is such a shame that so often that talent is blocked from shining." So already there you can see that there's a little discrepancy there, and it's that Gareth Bale has a lot of talent, but there's something holding him back. Now, what's that thing holding him back? Let's find out. So here's a personal anecdote about the other time that Gareth Bale snubbed his teammates, and part of the reason why it's not working out at Real Madrid as it should. So, and I quote again, "The other night we had a dinner with the entire squad, but Bale and Cruz did not turn up. They reckoned dinner was too late at night." So what happened here is that they went to the restaurant around 9:30. So I'm guessing Courtois and a few of his teammates. I can't remember who. I think it was Courtois, Ceballos, Asensio. I think it was. I can't remember who. But there was quite a few teammates. I think I remember that picture. There were a lot of teammates there. Pretty much they started the meal around 10:15, and by midnight they were having coffee, and they went to bed around 1 a.m. Now they start training at 11 a.m. So it's fine. I mean, if you go to bed at 1 a.m. and you have training at 11 a.m., then you have pretty much 10 hours, So you have, let's say, he said go to bed at 1 a.m. That mean they sleep at 1 a.m.? No. It takes time to sleep. Let's say 30 minutes. So let's say 1:30 they go to sleep. So you have 1:30 to, let's say, 10 o'clock, just to get up and get ready. So 1:30 to 10, that's about 8 hours and 30 minutes, is it? So that's 8 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, fair enough. That's a decent amount of sleep, The recommendation is 8 to 9 hours, I think, really. So fair play to him. That point given to Courtois. They had plenty of time to sleep. But Bale stated he was not going to the coffee shop with them, to get dinner, because he was going to bed at 11 a.m. and he didn't want to go to sleep so late. Now, Courtois did criticize him on this, and he did say that this is the reason that Bale's not doing so well or getting along with teammates so well, is that he's not assimilating to the culture as he should. Let me maybe give a quote here that Courtois said. So Courtois says, "For me, here I live like someone born in Madrid. I eat late, I sleep late. It's their way of life." Well, that's pretty much what he said. Obviously, a little dig there at Gareth Bale, that he has to assimilate to the culture. Now, I understand Gareth Bale does not want to assimilate to the culture or anything like that. And I actually side with Gareth Bale on this, because I don't think that, we don't really we do have to assimilate to some extent, but really these topics are so small. And Gareth Bale has been a really good player for Real Madrid. Obviously, there has been a few niggles here and there, a few setbacks. You have the injuries, of course. But overall, he is a very, very good player. It's really just the injuries that have hampered probably the success maybe that he could have had versus what he's had at the moment. Um, he is a very good player, but it's not about the, I would say, discipline or anything like that. It's mostly the injuries that have set him back. It's not about assimilating with the teammates. I mean, not assimilating, but getting along with the teammates or anything like that. It's mostly the injuries that have set him back. If he was not injured so much, he would be a lot better player. But because he's been injured a lot, that has really hampered his success at Real Madrid. It's not because of this assimilation that's the reason he hasn't been able to succeed as much as he wanted to at Real Madrid. It's not that. It's rather he's been injured so much, and he's been on the hospital bed, I guess you could say, for a while, and it just didn't work out as much as he wanted to. Maybe it's not about a case of talent or not doing good or not getting along with teammates. It's not that. It's mostly just the injuries that have hampered him. So Bale's been getting a lot of criticism this week. Also, Marcelo said in an interview that Gareth Bale doesn't talk a lot. I think he doesn't even talk a lot of Spanish either, that they talk in gestures most of the time, which, I would say that's a little bit unforgivable. Really, Gareth Bale should be learning a lot more Spanish, especially if he's in that country. He's earning, probably $300,000 a week. He's on a fairly good wage. All he has is football, really. That's in his life. He doesn't have much else to do. I mean, 1 hour of Spanish per 3 days, or I don't know, something like that, wouldn't hurt him. And I would say he really should learn the language a little bit more if that's really the case. But yeah, Marcelo also said he's a quiet guy, which, I mean, look, I'm a quiet guy too. I don't speak a lot with other people, and that's fine. I mean, I think what you do off the pitch doesn't necessarily reflect what you do on the pitch all the time. And in Gareth Bale's case, that's not the case. Yeah, Gareth Bale, what he does on the pitch is absolutely fantastic. In the past, sorry about that. In the past 2 or 3 games, he's scored goals, and he's made those clinical passes. He really is a difference maker for Real Madrid, and I hope we see him starting more in the next games, because as you can see in these past few games that he started back from injury, he's really been that difference maker, that player who can score goals pretty much. I mean, within like a few minutes he scores goals. It's not a case about him not getting along with teammates. I mean, he's able to score goals. It's the teammates know that they can rely on Gareth Bale to score goals. So I don't understand Courtois, why he's snubbing Bale so much. Because Bale's been doing a really good job these days. So yeah, and then obviously they did talk about Bale and Cruz, but they just made the headlines about Bale because Bale's the main figure and stuff like that. So yeah, but let's see. David Beckham, when he was at Real Madrid, I'm sure he didn't speak much Spanish either. I think now it's fine somewhat, but I think when David Beckham was at Real Madrid, I don't think he spoke much Spanish either, and maybe he didn't assimilate. Maybe he assimilated to that Spanish culture, maybe not. I don't know, but Gareth Bale has succeeded more than any British player in Spain, and he's still getting bashed. So it doesn't make sense really. And he's a quiet guy. The guy is a quiet guy. He's introverted. He doesn't have to get along with everyone and speak to everyone. He's not Ronaldo. He's Gareth Bale. He's another player to Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo's guy. He kind of just dances. He has a loud voice. It's very different from Gareth Bale. It's like night and day. You can't compare those two. I mean, yes, the only thing that I would have to say about Gareth Bale is lately I have seen him very displeased on the bench. It seems like he might be wanting to move if this continues, obviously. And he does have that kind of ego as I think I've seen it a little bit lately. He has that ego, or he kind of thinks he's a big man. He's the main man. He should be the main man at Real Madrid. So, yeah, we might see him being moved from Madrid if he keeps continue being benched. But not to go into that topic any further, I think Solari started him the other game, so we might be fine. We might be fine. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about. What do I think of that? Really, Courtois, shouldn't be saying much of that. I think that should be, kind of personal. I really don't think he should be giving that much information to the press. And then again, really, Gareth Bale's been doing a good job. Courtois is the guy who hasn't been doing a good job. I can see he goes to bed late. I mean, he's not concentrated on the pitch, and he really needs to concentrate on that pitch. Because to be honest, I've seen things from Courtois that that make me really question whether he's a Real Madrid player or not. Whereas Gareth Bale is a Real Madrid player. You could just see his quality. Within 2 or 3 minutes, he scores a goal. And he makes the game look easy. So I think Courtois doesn't really have a point here, and I think Gareth Bale. He can do whatever he wants outside the pitch. It's on the pitch that's important. And so far, he's delivered it. If it wasn't for his injuries, he would be a lot better. But when he has been on the pitch, he's delivered. Courtois hasn't. That's my thought on it. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Like the video, subscribe. I haven't had too many subscribers lately, but hopefully it does go up. I really want this channel to grow. And that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.